My name is Kelly MacDonald. I may have been born with low vision, but did that stop me from living the life I wanted? No way! It barely slowed me down. Today, I'm a broadcaster, actor, sports fan, and all-around great guy. I'm also the host of my very own show, this show. I've made a bucket list of things I want to experience, people I want to meet, and places I want to see. So join me on my travels and take a look at things from my point of view. This is Blindsided with Kelly MacDonald. Welcome to Blindsided with Kelly MacDonald, the least seen show on television. Boy, have we got a great lineup today. I test out my poker face against some real card sharks at Toronto's Sports Centre Cafe. And one of our viewers is making some waves in the selfie challenge. But before all that, Toronto Pride might get all the press. And the Maple Leafs may have been planning one for 40 years. But the parade that's been around the longest in the country is the St. Patrick's Day Parade. Every March, thousands gather to pay tribute to the Emerald Isle. Today, I channel my inner ginger and join the celebration. Let's go day tripping. Downtown Toronto is a sea of green. It's the annual St. Patrick's Day Parade, and I'm here to find out, as once a year we all can be Irish, who St. Patrick is, and why we hold this parade and celebrate every 17th day of March. With me is...
My name's Sean Ruddy. I'm the Vice Chair of the St. Patrick's Day Parade Society, and this is our 29th annual parade, and we're here celebrating green and everything with our Irish culture, history, and heritage.
First of all, who is St. Patrick?
St. Patrick's the patron saint of Ireland, and he's the one who was credited with putting the snakes out of Ireland. He taught us the Holy Trinity, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost using the shamrock.
Do you have to be Irish to celebrate?
Definitely not. Anything green, we're in. A tinge of ginge, we're good with anything. I've got a float full of gingers that are down the street. They're gonna need to have you in the parade.
Will they even get me in the right attire?
Oh yeah, no, we've got one size fits all.
All right, I'm for it, let's go. Now I'm off to find the Gingers, a group of redheads who will hopefully let me join them for the parade. I found Derek. Derek, what are the Gingers?
Well, there's a bunch of us actually right here, right now. We're assembling right now the bunch of us orange folk, showing our ginger pride today, as it were.
What makes up a ginger in the way of physical appearance?
We'll have about anywhere, maybe 20 to 50 people here, and there'll be different shades of orange on all of us. There's going to be probably some impressive beards, I would guess, and there's also going to be some people who are sort of closer to the blonde spectrum. There's going to be people who are just straight up almost fire engine red.
So, can I march with you guys in the parade?
Yes, we are an inclusive bunch. Before you join us, we're going to have to sort of hook you up with some different color and some green and some orange altogether.
I'm all yours. I'm like a blank canvas.
Let's make it happen.
Let's do it. Before I knew it, Derek and his friends transformed me into one of the biggest ginger-haired leprechauns ever.
Now you're all set, my good man.
Thank
you got
you.
the name, now you got everything on. You got your flower, you got your bow tie, you got your suspenders, you got your hat, you got your oxblood wig. You are solid. You're ready to go.
All right, I'm ready to march.
Should we march it?
I'll fit in?
Let's hit it. Yeah,
Okay,
ready to go.
I'm with you.
Let's hit it.
My very long, red, curly wig and green hat allow me to blend in with the rest of the Gingers as the parade begins. Here we go!
Let's do this. I'm right here.
Hey, there's even a silver Elvis on one of the floats. We are the second last group to march in the parade. Right behind us is St. Patrick himself.
We have crowds and cameras and people whistling and whatnot.
On both sides of the street.
Both sides of us, yep.
That is awesome.
Hello, hi, hello.
Happy St. Patrick's Day!
There are a few people who from the side who've actually joined us, who jumped in.
Good.
It's kind of nice.
I think that's special.
I figured that would happen. Hello! We're seeing some ginger beards. And, hey, there we go.
Hey!
Another red-headed family on the left.
Happy St. Patrick's Day! We stop and pose for photos. Say kosh, that's cheese in Gaelic. Hey! All right! Derek leads me around a corner and gives me some good news for my tired feet.
So that's the end of the parade. We made it all the way through.
We did darn good.
Yeah?
That was great.
Felt good, right?
Oh, yeah.
You were immersed. You were right in there. You felt good about it?
I felt the Irish feel, the redhead feel. It was a lot of fun.
The question is, did you work up a thirst?
Oh, yes, I did. And I think I'm now going to go do something about it. Thanks a lot, Derek.
I like it. You're in the game.
Thanks, pal. If I'm going to be Irish for a day, then I need to go all in. And I'm going to do just that at Shakey's Bar in Toronto.
Hey, Kelly, welcome to Shakey's.
Hey, Esther. I was just out doing the parade route.
I know, I can tell. Your costume is looking great.
Ah, thank you.
Did you have fun?
Oh, yeah, but I worked up a thirst.
Oh, well, good thing you came here then.
Since Shakey's is such a special place when it comes to St. Patrick's Day, I want to know everything there is to know about Irish beer.
Island specializes in an Irish stout, and that's what I'm going to give to you today, because it's St. Patrick's Day, and that's tradition.
So what's the difference between lager and stout?
Well, I could explain it to you, but instead, I'm just gonna let you taste the difference.
Oh, I like that idea.
Cool. So first beer we have here, this is our house lager. It's a blonde beer, really super easy drinking, and it's most of our regulars would drink it.
Okay. See what we got. Very light.
Very, very light. So now we're gonna go on to the stout.
And this is what color?
This is dark brown.
Ooh. Oh, a lot more taste.
Absolutely. There's a big difference between the two. One is much bolder and much stronger in taste.
I understand that you have to pour it the right way.
Absolutely. If you were to pour it wrong, Irishmen would kill you. Kelly, it would be my great pleasure if I could teach you how to pour the perfect pint.
That's great.
Would you like to come around this side of the bar?
Sure. I don't mind helping out. It's for the greater good.
So, firstly we get a dry glass
Okay.
and hold it underneath the tap at a 45-degree angle.
All right. So we're under the tap now.
Under the tap now, and then I'm gonna get your other hand and we're gonna put it on the top of the tap, and then we're gonna pull it down all the way down to you.
So towards me.
Yeah, perfect.
I hear it. Oh, there's beer flowing.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. You have to trust me.
I'll borrow your eyes there.
Okay, all right. Now we're gonna stop it,
Okay.
and then we're gonna let it sit down. And the reason why we're letting it sit now is we have to let the head, which is the foamy bit at the top, and the beer itself separate so that we get two distinctive colors.
So what color is it now then?
So right now, the very bottom of the glass is like a dark browny color, and it's transitioning up. So just underneath the head is like a light sandy color, and then we've got a nice caramel head on top. Now our beer has separated. So
Okay.
now what we're going to do, we're going to finish pouring it off.
Okay.
So
I'll
we're
put my
gonna-
hand up to the tap.
Yeah, but what we're gonna do, we leave the glass on the bench there.
Okay.
And then we pull the tap down like I showed you before.
All the way.
Perfect.
Towards me.
And,
There it is.
yeah, you hear it?
And I gotta trust in you again.
All right, I'll tell you when.
Sounds great.
When.
There.
And there we have it, the perfect pint. And it's only taken 119 seconds.
Wow.
Perfect.
Ah, that's great.
Would you like to have a taste?
I sure would. After 119 seconds, I think I'm due.
Absolutely.
And while I'm at it, I'll toast the Emerald Isle and St. Patrick. And now for joking aside with the out-of-sight players.
Attention passengers, this bus will be holding at this station for a moment.
Come on.
Morning, Kelly. Need a hand?
I'm fine, Carl. It's not my first time climbing onto a bus.
We still on for poker this Saturday?
Yeah, sure. If you promise not to cheat like you did last time.
Don't tell me you don't read those braille cards while you're dealing.
Say, fellas, less chat, more drive.
Sounds like the riffraff's getting a little impatient.
We better get going.
Yep. Have a good shift, Kelly.
Thanks, Carl. See you later.
Where's the driver going?
Are they really gonna let that blind guy drive?
I hope everyone's holding on back there. This might get a little wild.
This is my stop. This is my stop.
Still ahead, I sit down with a poker pro to learn when to hold 'em and when to fold 'em. We've got entertainment in spades when Blindsided returns. Welcome back to Blindsided with Kelly McDonald. It's now time to take a look at this week's news. This is your inside scoop. The world's first water bar is opening in Minneapolis. The brainchild of the local art and science collaboration, Public Arts St. Paul, will exclusively serve, you guessed it, water. The organizers say they'll be offering a variety of water, including well water, tap water, and Coors Light. A new housing development in Winnipeg is being designed specifically for deaf-blind tenants. The new gas station arts center has set aside 10 apartments in its residential wing, which will be fitted with surfaces that distinguish between rooms, high contrast coloring, and specialized lighting. Say the residents, yeah, those are great, but seriously, are we living in a gas station? And finally, Richard Stewart, the mayor of Coquitlam, BC, apparently wore the same suit to work for 15 months in a row without anyone noticing. Stewart said he did it to highlight the double standard that women in politics face when it comes to their appearance. After making his point, Stewart changed to a new suit, which totally made him look fat. And that's your news for this week. Texas Hold'em Poker is one of the most popular card games in the world, spawning huge followings online and countless how-to books. But for a guy who's never played, I always wondered, what's the big deal? Today, I finally get a chance to find out. I'm paying a visit to the Toronto Poker League to get a crash course on the game from a poker pro. Who knows? If I play my cards right, I might just win. Ante up! Let's check something off my bucket list. To help me keep my poker face is Nick Topfer. Nick, where are we?
We're at the Sports Center Cafe. We've got a couple poker tables set up, and we're ready to talk some strategy and play some cards.
Cool. How long have you been playing?
I've been taking poker seriously and studying the game for about 6 years.
What's so great about it? What interests you?
First and foremost, it's just a ton of fun.
Yeah. You think you could teach me a bit?
Absolutely.
Yeah? I'm ready to learn if you're ready to teach.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. Nick, you've placed a bunch of cards on the table in front of us.
Right. So the place to start is to explain the hand rankings. So the strongest hand you can possibly have in Texas Hold'em is a royal flush. 5 cards of the same suit that go sequentially, starting with a 10 and ending on an ace.
Ace is the high card. Got it.
Next, we have a straight flush, which is any 5 cards of the same suit that go in sequence. From there, we have 4 of a kind, which is just 4 cards of matching value. A full house would be 3 of a kind plus a pair.
Like 3 threes and a pair of sevens? Cool.
From there, we have a flush, which is just any 5 cards of the same suit.
Gotcha.
From there, a straight, any 5 cards that go in sequence. And then below that, we have 3 of a kind, then 2 pair, then a single pair, and then a high card.
That is a lot to remember.
Well, it comes with experience.
Yeah.
All right, so now that we've covered the basic hands, I think it makes sense to move on to how the mechanics of the game work. So, in Texas Hold'em, every player at the table is dealt 2 hole cards face down that only they can see.
Okay.
Once every player receives these 2 hole cards, there is a round of betting. Then 3 cards are dealt face up to be used by everyone at the table, and this is called the flop. After the flop, there's another round of betting, and then a 4th communal card is dealt face up. This is called the turn. There's another round of betting, and then finally a 5th card is dealt, and that's called the river.
Giving you a total of 7 cards.
A total of 7 cards with your own 2 hole cards and the 5 communal cards. So after the river is dealt, there's one last round of betting, and then the players remaining in the pot show down their hands, and whoever has the best hand wins the pot.
And my goal is to get a royal flush? Piece of cake.
So have you got it so far, Kelly?
Oh, yeah. Well, not really.
Ah, you're bluffing me.
So obviously, I'm at a bit of a disadvantage. But how can I play this Texas Hold'em?
You're gonna use what's called a whisperer.
A whisperer?
Which today will be me. So every time you're dealt hole cards, I'll look at your hole cards, and then I will whisper into your ear what they are, and you'll decide what to do.
So it'd be like, psst, hey, bud.
Something like that. Sounds like you're ready to play.
I'm glad it does sound like that to you. Let's give it a try.
I'll get into my whisperer position. I've brought a bunch of my friends, and they're gonna put you to the test.
Okay.
Hi, Kelly, how you doing?
Hey, guys.
All right, Kelly, so we have a dealer who will not be playing to your immediate right, and then we have 5 players, including yourself.
Is everybody good? Good luck.
The dealer deals our first hand, and the minimum bet is an even 100.
Let's see your cards.
Nick whispers my hand.
Ace of diamonds. 5 of spades.
Aces are good, right?
100 to you, sir.
Oh, 100?
Yeah, we're calling. Thank you. Marianne?
And a fold.
When a player folds, they're out of the game.
Now we'll call. You're on calls.
A call is when a player matches the previous bet.
Canola.
I will raise.
A raise is to increase the size of the bet, and all the other players have to match it to stay in the game.
300 to play.
Okay, I will call. I put another 300 in the pot.
Take it.
Bjorn folds. So we have heads-up play between Nola and Kelly.
Nola and I face off.
And actions on Nola, the flop is 9 of hearts, 4 of hearts, queen of spades.
I will bet 200.
This is getting intense. I'll raise you.
So Kelly raises to 400.
I'll call.
We have a call. turn is the 9 of spades. Actions on Nola.
I will bet 700.
Nola's got a great hand, or she's bluffing.
It's due, Kelly.
Call, that's what I'll do.
And we go to the river. And the river is the ace of hearts.
I'm gonna bet 1,100, Kelly.
Yeah, why not? I'll raise you 2,000.
Now the pot is at 5,200.
But I'm gonna call.
All right, that's a call. Open up your cards, please. And wow. Kelly shows ace of diamonds, 5 of spades. Nola shows ace of clubs, 6 of diamonds.
Nola and I had the same hand. What are the chances?
This is called a split pot. You both have a pair of aces, a pair of nines with a queen kicker. So you get your money back.
Oh,
Not a bad deal.
that's not a bad
Take your
deal.
chips back, please.
I think I'm getting the hang of it. We decide to play one more hand. I keep my chips close as we start another game.
Actions to Bjorn.
I call.
Bjorn calls.
I'll call.
Nola calls. Stuart calls.
Nick whispers my hand again.
10 of hearts, 9 of clubs.
I'll call.
Marianne, you have the option.
Check.
Okay.
When no one has raised the bet, a player can check, meaning pass, and still stay in the game.
And the flop is 7 of hearts, jack of spades, 4 of spades. Actions to you, Kelly.
I've got nothing, but they don't have to know that.
I'll raise 2,000.
Thank you.
I'm gonna call.
Marianne calls.
What is going on?
I'll tell you what's going on. Kelly's gonna play this like a pro.
I fold.
Bjorn's out. Actions to Nola.
I'm actually gonna raise to 4,000.
Nola re-raises to 4,000. It's 2,000 more to you, Kelly.
No risk, no reward.
I'm all in.
You have an all-in moment.
Nice move, Kelly.
Now the pot's climbed to 9,050.
I'm gonna fold.
Marianne folds.
It's you and I again, Kelly.
Yeah, we've been here before.
I'm gonna fold my beautiful cards.
Nola folds her king and 8 of spades.
Thank you.
What do you have,
What do
Kelly?
you
You're
have?
gonna
What do you
show?
have? Shows 10 of hearts, 9 of clubs, a complete utter bluff.
Can't mess with my poker face.
This is all yours.
With a win this big, I'm definitely cashing out.
Man, I can't believe you've done this well.
Good teaching.
Oh, thank you. Would you say you could cross playing Texas Hold'em off your bucket list?
I can. And
All right.
I'm gonna take my winnings and go home.
Well, you're welcome back anytime.
Thanks, Nick.
Coming up on the show, I hit the streets to let someone ask a blind guy. Plus, we spotlight an inspiring athlete in our selfie challenge. Stick around. Welcome back to Blindsided with Kelly McDonald. Time to climb onto my soapbox. I'm a lucky guy. Yes, I'm blind. Not so lucky there, but here I am working and earning a paycheck. A lot of my friends aren't so lucky. Many people with disabilities live in poverty in this country. Ridiculous in a society that has so much, right? They have to deal with a maze of bureaucratic red tape from an underfunded disability support system, a system that makes it difficult to get out and earn a living and enjoy the benefits that ordinary Canadians take for granted. Now, don't get the wrong idea. Thankfully, there are supports in place. But getting by with just the basic necessities of life isn't really living. I think we can do more to help the blind, as well as others who need support. We should look at people with disabilities as an untapped resource in our workforce and stop turning a blind eye to their potential. Or we can provide enough money to them so they can stay home and at least be comfortable. Don't like that idea, huh? Rather give them a job? Boom! Then do it! Now that's just the way I see it. In this episode of It's a Service Dog's Life, service dog Olivia and her friend Bailey sit in the park.
And so then we had to go back up the street and around another block to get by the construction. It was really tricky, but we made it. Bailey, are you even listening to me?
Huh? What are you saying?
I was telling you how I guided my human out of danger. What's with you?
Sorry. Harvey's here.
Who's Harvey?
He's that collie over there. He's amazing. Just look at him run.
Yeah, he's pretty fast, I guess. But I bet he doesn't know how crosswalks work.
His hair is so shiny, and look how he catches that frisbee.
Whatever. I can respond over 20 commands.
Once, I saw him chase a cat up a tree and then dig up the tree roots until it fell over.
I can navigate a mall. Do you know how hard that is for a dog?
What's a mall?
It's a big building full of humans. That's not the point.
Oh, he's coming over here. How do I look?
You look fine.
How's my breath?
It smells like dog food.
Oh, wait, he's not coming over here. Seems like he got distracted by a bird.
Yep.
And now he's chasing his own tail.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's barking at a bush.
The thrill is gone, isn't it?
Yeah, a little.
Now it's time for my new friend Mike to ask a blind guy.
Kelly, I want to know, what would your ideal vacation be?
Mike, let me think here. Well, I don't really have a place. It would be something controllable for me where I felt I had my independence. So a hotel that had nice surroundings, or a resort, because they're very controlled. So it would have to say ideal, controllable for me, where I wouldn't have to rely on somebody's eyes for getting around or my own safety.
Great.
Thanks, man.
Cheers.
It's time for the selfie challenge. Finally, let's close the show today with another entry in our selfie challenge. This one comes from Terry Hodnott, who says he's always wanted to learn how to wakeboard and finally force himself to get out there and try it. Here's a video of Terry flying across the top of the water, a sensation he describes as total freedom. Way to go, Terry. If you've got a story about pushing your boundaries or conquering your fears, give us a shout. Tweet a photo or short video to @AMIKellyMac or post it on the Accessible Media Inc. Facebook page. That's it for another episode of the show. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week. The People That Make Me Look Good, executive producers, Nat Abraham, Ira Levy, Michael McGuigan, Peter Williamson, and Chantal Jackson. Produced and directed by James Murdoch. Story producer, Amy Blythe. Director of Photography, Swab Hoopa. Editor, Jana Jeffrey. DB consultant, Ron Rickford. Joking Aside, performed by the Out of Sight Players. Produced in association with Accessible Media Inc. Produced and distributed by Breakthrough Entertainment.
An AMI original production.